Well, welcome back, and we want to thank you for making Toledo's original 9 a.m. show a part of your Friday morning.
Hey, if you like beer, you like words, you like competing, we have just the event for you coming up next weekend.
Yeah, Jerry Sisser from the Jerry Sisser Memorial Scholarship has the invitation this morning. So we're combining beer and Scrabble.
Yes, as I heard it described earlier this week, two of my favorite things came together to form a love baby.
A love baby. And this is all to remember and honor your father,
Correct.
who passed away recently, right? Last year?
Yep, my dad passed away unexpectedly last spring, and this is a fun way for my family to remember him, to get together with people that loved him as much as we did. You know, my father was an educator. He had been for over 35 years, spent much of that time at Fostoria High School teaching. He taught English. He taught actually television production, and I have every confidence that there have been people in and out of this studio that were former students of his.
Oh, probably.
He was an English teacher, and he was he was just a fascinating man. You know, he lived a big life. He had traveled quite a bit. He was well-read. And so I think all of that combined made him just a stellar player of all of these word games like Scrabble, great at crossword puzzles, great at Jeopardy, Final Jeopardy questions. So this was definitely one of his loves. He would play Scrabble. I know, especially with my mother, sometimes on the weekends to kill some time. But those that knew my father also know that he really loved a good drink, loved a good cocktail. He was a fan of Finley Brewing Company and craft beer, and would sometimes on Fridays get a growler from Finley Brewing Company and share it with friends.
For the weekend?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so we thought this would be a great way to raise some funds for this Memorial Scholarship in his honor, and just combine two of his favorite loves.
Yeah,
it sounds like a lot of fun.
It does. Yeah. So talk to us about the scholarship a bit. Who is the scholarship targeted towards, and how much is it?
Right, so it'll be $1,000 a year, and it'll benefit a Hancock County student, a senior who's pursuing a degree in either journalism or English or the humanities. And so right now what we're doing is building up that endowment for the scholarship over the course of 3 years, and then we'll be able to award that annually. So that's at the Findlay Hancock County Community Foundation. And again, setting up that scholarship was one way that I felt like my family was able to cope with our grief and sort of pay it forward and continue this legacy that my father had of education.
Yeah, what a wonderful way to do that, and I'm sure he would just be so proud and that you all are doing this in his name. So when it comes to the Scrabble, you know, next Sunday we're doing this. This is a doubles match.
Correct. Yeah. So you have the support of your friend or partner or spouse with you when we play 2-on-2. We do want you to pre-register for the event, and you can do that now at finleybrewing.com. You can also find the event Scrabble Babble on Facebook. It is the world's first and only, as far as we know, beer-fueled Scrabble tournament.
All right. You might, who knows, you might be setting a new trend here.
I think we're making history.
Yeah, awesome. So what's the hope going forward with an event like this? Is the hope to, you know, see how it goes now and maybe expand it a little bit out?
Absolutely. I think we'd like to make this an annual event, and I think we'll throw in some different ideas into the mix to kind of continue to make it just a fun event. It's all in fun. The other Scrabble tournaments that I've researched are very serious.
Right.
Very rigid.
It is.
Yes. With this one, we're going to be drinking beer on a Sunday morning, so definitely all in fun. You don't have to know how to play Scrabble. You don't have to be, you know, a real skilled player. We'll have directions, and again, it's just for fun. So you can register now. The team registration fee is $50 for the 2 people, and that gets you your first drink, both of you your first drink, and an event T-shirt as well.
Very good. Yeah, that sounds like a great deal and a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, I
as
agree.
Well.
Yeah.
So that is next Sunday. It starts at what time is registration?
So you can start signing in at 9:30. The event will start promptly at 10. We'll have the first of 3 30-minute games. So no matter what your standings are, everybody will play at least 3 30-minute games, and then we'll have one final round, our championship round, to figure out who our finalists are.
Who the champion, the beer-fueled Scrabble champion is. That's very, very cool.
It is cool.
Again, tell us where people can pre-register, because you said you could do that now.
You can do that now at finleybrewing.com.
Awesome. There you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Historic event.
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah.
What we know anyway, right?